You want to sit up here, Bob? Fred? Do you want to sit up here, Jim? Ryan, you want to sit up here? Okay, we're going to get started. Can everybody hear me? All right, thank everybody for coming out this morning to the ribbon cutting of the exciting new addition to the DART system, the DART South bus route through Warrington Township. I'd like to start by playing the national anthem. Flags to my right. Is it coming out? Thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Barry Luber, Warrington Township Manager. Glad everyone could attend today. About 11 months ago, I got a voicemail on my phone from the DART folks, and it said they wanted to meet with me to discuss a new bus route. I couldn't imagine why the Delaware Area Rapid Transit wanted to do a bus route through Warrington, but I agreed to meet with them. Well, here we are 9, 10, 11 months later, and we have this great bus system in here. It was through the hard work of the DART committee led by Lou White, who's walking behind me here, and the rest of the team that made this happen. So big round of applause for the committee. The committee's worked very hard, as I said, over the last 11 months to get to where we are today. The bus is starting this week to run its route. I'm going to defer to others to thank people and recognize and explain a little bit about DART system and what it is and how it evolved. But I just want to take the opportunity to thank Ashley Pompey, the general manager of Valley Square, and for Valley Square for hosting the event. And a lot of the great food vendors we have here, a lot of them are in Valley Square, so this is a great chance to try their food and patronize their business. Ardana and P.F. Chang's, Great Barn Brewery, The Fusion Bar, Grand Rodeo, Panera Bread, Nothing But Cakes, Walmart, Wawa, and Wegmans, the 3 W's at the end. I'd also like to thank the Warrington Board of Supervisors, many of which are here today. I see Mike Diorca, raise your head, and Vanessa Maurer, and Ruth Shem, and Andrew McCauley, and Fred Gaines is behind me. I'd like to thank them. They saw how this was going to be good for the community, and ran with it and voted to approve this earlier in the year. And here we are today. So with that, I'll turn it over to Lou White, who's the Executive Director of the DART Committee.
Needless to say, folks, this event would not be happening without the help and direction and generosity of a lot of people. I want to thank first Barry and the Warrington Township staff, plus the Valley Square merchants who are hosting us today. And I would be remiss if I didn't honor Vince Volpe and Jim Raymond from the Bucks County Transport staff who researched and then defined the route and the stops for DART South. There's a rumor going around that Vince retired, but as you well know, he really did not retire. If there's anybody who would be called the father of the DART, it would be Father Vince.
Thanks. Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Also want to thank Christian Regosh of the Bucks County Planning Commission, waving there in the back, for his help, and with Mike McLaughlin and the marketing folks to develop our very attractive new logo, our schedules, and our bus stop location signs. A lot of what you see in the handouts today came from these folks. Also want to thank former State Rep Todd Pelinchok, who first procured the funding for Dart South. He came to us, as Barry indicated, and said, "Why aren't you guys running a bus down 611? It's so obvious." And we thought, why didn't we think of that? And he got the money for us, and here we are. Also want to thank Debbie Getz and Stephanie Michael, who helped plan and coordinate this event, and also all the members of the Dart Bus Committee. If you're here, would you wave your hand or something here? Thank you for coming, folks. Thanks for coming. These folks have been the backbone of the organization since we began, I think Vince says 2001 or so. Also want to thank our local partners and our step representatives and senators, many of whom are here or have representatives here, for the funding, because that's what keeps us going. And you may see Stephanie Mason from Doylestown Township running around with a camera, or maybe folks from the Doylestown Township video crew. They're recording parts of this event today in preparation for creating a video about the DART for use by all of our partners on their websites, helping to spread the word about the DART. So what is the DART? Initially, as Vince indicated and Barry, it was a bus bringing workers from the train station in Doylestown to places of employment, the hospital, the nursing homes, and so forth. At some point, the funding was halted. I was then on Borough Council, and that was about 2010, and then and current Borough Manager John Davis sent me over to the courthouse to meet with the staff there and see if we couldn't resurrect or recover the DART. Through the efforts of Senator McElhenney and the county staff, we were able to extend the funding the rest of that calendar year, and Senator McElhenney eventually got funding for us ongoing, and it is still ongoing. This reliable funding gave us the opportunity to look at putting the bus to wider use for more people. The original DART grew from 1 bus to 2, providing service to most shopping centers, senior living facilities, the Y, the Mercer Museum, the Michener, the hospital, the library, the senior center, all of these in Doylestown, Borough, and Township. Seniors then, as now, ride free. Others ride for just $1. You may ask, who pays for this? The funding comes from PennDOT via SEPTA, but it requires a match, which we receive from all the municipalities we serve, plus the Mercer, Delaware Valley University, and Discover Doylestown. In addition, we run a daily shuttle service from the county parking garage to the, quote, old courthouse, and as a result of that service, the county also contributes to our budget. It is representatives from all the contributors who make up the DART Bus Committee, and they're listed in your program. We meet 4 to 6 times a year to review ridership and our funding, and to schedule shuttle service. Being a partner enables each of the partners of the DART to get shuttle service for community events, such as the Doylestown Township Summer Concert Series, which is just winding up, and the Arts and Crafts Festival in Doylestown, which will be happening on September 9th and 10th. In January of 2019, we had our first expansion, DART West, out Business Route 202 through New Britain Borough and Township and into County Line Road. However, as you remember what happened that winter, COVID, not just the DART, but public transportation ridership throughout the country saw a 50% reduction. At the height of the service, just prior to COVID, we were averaging 2,500 riders per month. So with the possibility of extending our service, down here to Warrington, we saw a need and an opportunity to reintroduce not just the DART, but the DART system. That is a bus service that will now serve residents in 6 municipalities from the Britton and County Line Road east through Chalfont into Doylestown and now south on 611 to where we are today. You will see an aggressive marketing effort starting today, not just to get our earlier riders back, but to present this resource to all Central Bucks residents. A few months ago, a bunch of us rode the Dart West bus to determine if the original stops were still appropriate. As you know, our buses are not Greyhounds. The average ridership size of the bus accommodates about a dozen riders at any one time. What impressed us so much on that ride was how our drivers at every stop knew and often had a personal relationship with the riders. They knew them by name, they knew where they lived, they knew where they were going, and they even had a concern if they didn't return as planned back to their neighborhood. That is what the DART does, and that is what the DART will continue to do with your support, and now to a much greater area. Thank you for coming, and let's all ride the DART. Thank you.
Now, Jim Raymond's the Executive Director for Bucks County Transport, which runs the buses.
Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests and residents of Bucks County, today marks a truly remarkable and exciting moment in the history of Bucks County Transport. As we stand here gathered for this ribbon-cutting ceremony, I am overwhelmed with the joy and gratitude as we witness the accumulation of 5 years of dedication, perseverance, and hard work. The journey from conception to reality has been a remarkable one, and I am thrilled to see the rubber finally hitting the road for the Warrington South bus route. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have joined us today to celebrate this achievement. Your presence underscores the importance of community support in bringing out positive change. Our success today is a result of collaboration, shared vision, and an unwavering commitment to improving the lives of our fellow residents. I would like to take a moment to recognize and express my sincere appreciation to Todd Pollinchak, whose invaluable assistance was instrumental in securing the funding that has made this route possible. Todd's dedication and efforts have truly made a difference in set us to success. I also want to extend my thanks to Lou White and the DART Committee for their remarkable leadership and dedication. The DART system's success is a testament to their hard work and commitment, and I am honored to have been able to collaborate with them in this endeavor. Barry Luber's passion for the project and his contributions in developing the route cannot go unnoticed. His dedication has been a driving force behind the realization of this route, and I'm deeply grateful for his unwavering support. I would also like to acknowledge the Bucks County Board of Commissioners for their steadfast support for public transportation throughout the years. Your commitment to our mission has been invaluable, and we are honored to have your trust and backing. Our journey has been further enriched by the support of our esteemed elected officials. A special thank you to State Senator Frank Ferry, whose past assistance with BCT has been a cornerstone of our progress. I would also like to extend my gratitude to State Representative Brian Monroe. And let us not forget Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick, unwavering support. His dedication has been a driving force for public transportation in Bucks County. Last but certainly not least, I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to the Bucks County Transport Board of Directors, Vince Volpe and Charles McCakis, and the entire BCT team. Your hard work, dedication, and unwavering commitment has brought us to this occasion. Your tireless efforts have turned dreams into reality, and for that I am truly grateful. As we embark on this new journey with the Warrington South bus route, let us remember that this achievement is not just a reflection of BCT, but a testament to the power of collaboration, determination, and community spirit. Together we are making a tangible impact on the lives of our fellow citizens. and I'm honored to lead an organization that stands for positive change. Thank you all for being here today to share in this occasion. Here's to a brighter future and to incredible possibilities that lie ahead.
Thank you, Jim. Before I introduce our chairman, I just want to also thank Jackie Wilson who's doing Facebook and some video, and Andy Oles, our Parks and Rec director, who's running around and help get all the food and the sound system, the podium, and all those things. There's a lot of details involved in making this happen. It's not just one person; it's a whole team. And I see some members of our police department here, chief and lieutenant, and our emergency services department, and our assistant manager. So I want to thank all of them for coming out, as well as I see a number of state and county and local officials here as well. So of course, I'm sure someone else will thank them, but I'll also thank you for coming out. And now our chair of the Warrington Township Board of Supervisors, Fred Gaines.
Thank you, Harry. Just a few years ago, Barry and I was sitting in his office discussing, we'd like to say it was strategizing, but we were discussing what I should say in a meeting that had been scheduled with Todd Polinchek, the benefits that we were going to ask for him to generate using his leverage with the within the legislature. And our priorities were set within the township, and he mentioned that he had several townships that he represented, and he had to, as most politicians do, he had to spread it around. And having grown up in a city and having gotten used to using buses, I suggested that it would be great to have the 6 active adult communities in Warrington, there's 6 of them, have access to a bus route so they wouldn't have to get in their cars and drive to shopping and drive to restaurants and so on. And Barry said, yeah, well, we could put that on a list. So I sat down with Todd and went through the list, and when I hit that, it was as if I turned on a light. He immediately took that and ran with it, and I think it's to his credit that this route actually exists. There are these 6 communities have 1,100 housing units. So that represents nearly 8% of the population of Warrington Township. Add that to the other seniors who live in the township. Many of our newer residents are multi-generational residents. There are a lot of old people, if you will, in the township. I happen to be one. And what this does, it takes us out of our cars and allows us to go to any place we want to go within Warrington, and by connecting to the Doylestown DART, any place we want to go in Doylestown, we don't have to look for parking. Our cars are not putting carbon offsets into the air and polluting the air. There are numerous benefits being derived. It was wholly due to Todd's relationship with Bucks County Transport that allowed this program to work. The result is in the Dart South bus route that now any Warrington Township resident can either walk to or drive a short distance, park their car, and travel throughout the township and commercial areas, are connected to buses that provide service access to downtown and through the Doylestown Railroad Station to Philadelphia, if anybody wants to go to Philadelphia these days. Speaking as chair of the Warrington Township Board of Supervisors, a Warrington Township citizen, and a resident of one of the many of those 6 senior communities, I want to thank Bucks County Transportation, the DART Committee, former Representative Pulinchek, and all others that made this happen. Thank you.
Thanks, Fred. And also want to acknowledge fellow Township Manager Stephanie Mason, who someone mentioned before is hiding back there somewhere. Now I'd like to ask Representative Brian Monroe to say a few words.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Before I get started, I noticed my fellow state representative, Tim Brennan from my north, up in Doylestown, is here with us. This is something that's going to be very easy for me because obviously this predated me. So I am here simply to applaud good government. So good government, you know, when you see it, it's cooperation. It's cooperation with not just your township, with the surrounding townships, surrounding organizations. It is thinking outside of the box to solve unique issues and ultimately creating a win-win for your community. And that is what has happened here today. So I definitely want to applaud the leadership of the Warrington Township Board of Supervisors, the Township Manager, Barry, and all of the DART people. I will say, you know, at the time, the 144th District did not include Warminster. So you can bank right now as one of my responsibilities, looking at all these wonderful stops, is a DART, I don't know, DART Southeast for Warminster, because obviously Warminster and Warrington have a lot of the similar issues. We have a lot of, you know, 55 and older communities. We have a lot of businesses that sometimes can be more difficult to outreach. So who am I going to talk to? So to make this happen, there you go. I know it all comes down to money, so we'll get that moving. So again, thank you very much. Again, great job for everybody that's involved. It's good government, plain and simple. Thank you.
And we're getting through the program pretty quickly. Ryan from State Senator Frank Ferry's office is here to say a few words.
Thank you, Barry. Good morning, everybody. My name is Ryan Skachillis, and I am Senator Frank Ferry's Chief of Staff. First off, I'd just like to apologize. Frank's a little under the weather today, so fortunately you're stuck with me. Wanted to come up here and really excited to be here and really honored to be here. And I got to be honest, I'm going to preface this. I'm from Bensalem, so I really didn't know much about a DART. You know, but what I did hear, when I did hear about the DART, was actually from State Representative Todd Polinchuk. It was during that 2022 budget negotiation and debate, and Representative Polinchuk was able to secure that $600,000 grant that worked to fund here. And Senator Frank Ferry, at the time, was a state representative. And at the time, Warrington, just like Representative Monroe said, Warrington did not exist in the 6th, but was happy to support that and will continue to support that. What that $600,000 stands for is a commitment from the Commonwealth to improve public transportation, to increase access to our constituents, and to overall improve the quality of life for the people that we represent. That's what we are here to do, and that's what we want to do. So moving forward, we look forward to working with Bucks County Transport and Warrington. Thank you for everything you do. Best of luck, and this is something great for Warrington. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan. Now I'd like to introduce Bob Harvey, the chair of the Bucks County Commissioners.
Thank you very much. Good morning. It's my honor to be here on behalf of the county, on behalf of Commissioner Marseglia, Commissioner DiGirolamo. We're happy that our staff through the Planning Commission was able to be supportive. Mike Bannon from our county offices was also here, obviously, to be part of the DART program. Being later in the program, one of the advantages, disadvantages, of course, maybe, advantage for you, is that a lot of the things I was going to say have been said already by the speakers, and also I can smell more of the food, and so we're going to move more rapidly. But no, we know that in this county we have a tremendous amount of assets. This is a wonderful county to live, to work, to raise a family, but public transportation is a problem. There are many, many, many communities that we have, people of not just older people, but people of all ages and all income levels who do face transportation challenges. So we have been working on that at the county level, looking for ways to work with SEPTA. We're proud to work with Bucks County Transport. I want to thank everybody for all their work on this over the last couple of years, just getting this program expanded so that you can have residents get to this beautiful shopping center and do the things they want to do and make their lives a little better. So thank you very much for being here, and thank everybody for everything you've done.
Little technical difficulty. Thanks, Bob. And Brendan McCusker from Congressman Fitzpatrick's office is here. Brendan, nice to see you again.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Brendan McCusker. I'm here on behalf of Congressman Fitzpatrick. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it this morning. This is personal for me. So I'm a lifelong resident of Warrington, and it's so wonderful to see more resources and more access to the community be brought in, as well as this surge of population. Now we're going to have, more infrastructure to handle all that's going on in our growing, vibrant Warrington. Additionally, I worked in Representative Polinchuk's office last year, and I am so pleased to see this come full circle. I knew that this was Representative Polinchuk's one of his primary goals, one of his pet projects. So it's wonderful to be here. It's an honor. And on behalf of the Congressman, I'd like to present Bucks County Transport a flag we flew over the Capitol and a citation for all the hard work you're doing for the great people of Warrington.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, one more order of business before we get the refreshments, and I'd like to invite the DART committee, all the state and elected local officials, Stephanie Mason, and to come over to bus and officially cut the ribbon, and Warrington Board of Supervisors, and then we can mingle and have some food. Thank everybody for coming today.
Aren't you glad I wrote a great speech?
You did. Thank you.
Started, I had my summer vacation.
Are they just going to do that one? Or are they going to do all? I don't think so. There's nothing wrong with it. You have a pack of yours. I have one here. They're not going to go through all of them. Because they have to get.
Andy, where's the scissors? Where's Ashley? Ashley here? Scissors?
Oh, I see.
Happy May